Artemis Healthians, what is up? It's the Pool Boys, and we are back with another March Madness. Let's go! The tournament has been great so far. Maybe not quite as mad as you would have liked, but anything can still happen. Don't worry, it's still March, it's still madness. We're gonna take a look at some storylines from the pool, and then we're gonna get to your leaderboard. Let's go.
Got the screen, the three, bullseye!
Fierce, look at Carr on a stick back.
Turned into a road game for Michigan. The whole building is against
Three, big shot away, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Michigan.
All right, so it's pretty crazy. So 68 teams, the SEC had 14 bids to the NCAA tournament, which is wild. They only went 8-6 in the first round, but they did have 7 of those teams advance to the Sweet 16. Unheard of season for the SEC. Well done.
I gotta tell you, living in an SEC country, it's kind of driving me crazy, to be honest with you. I'm sorta over it. They're the greatest conference ever. We get it. So speaking of that first round, it was a little chalky this year. I mean, there were only 5 major upsets outside of the 8-9 matchup, so not exactly what you might have expected for Madness, but you do have teams like Arkansas in the Sweet 16s, a 10 seed. You can see some people. By the end of this thing, I think it's going to end up pretty wild.
Pretty wild. Speaking of wild, and one of those upsets was McNeese State. And one of those darlings from the tournament has been Amir Khan, as he is one of the basketball managers for said McNeese State. And he has something like 10 or 12 NIL deals. He wears a freaking boombox on his neck while they enter the court. It's wild. We're just living in his world right now. Go Amir. As a former basketball manager myself, love to see it.
Yeah, you paved the way for this, you know? You may not have got paid at all in your role, but at least you know, he stands on the shoulders of giants. You know?
I think my NIL deal would have been like B-Dubs, as I just lived. Oh no, it would have been Hero House. That's where it was.
Hero House. B-Dubs actually is one of his, by the way.
Dang it.
There you go. So you hooked him up. All right, let's cover that big leaderboard. This is what we're talking about. Always our largest pool. You guys are coming to compete. Whose names are going to be at the top of this thing? Let's go with AJD2, 53 points with Alabama as the champion. I'm going to tell you guys, it's in our email, but you can check out all the names, the screen names. You can see who these people are within the organization. We're going to show you how to do that, little graphic in our email. But go check them out on the leaderboard and then find their names corresponding. AJD2, 53 points with Alabama as a champion. Still looking pretty good, hanging in there. Tied for first place, Burt Macklin, also 53 points.
FBI agent Burt Macklin?
Burt Macklin, FBI agent Burt Macklin. Michigan as a champion here. So either of those could make it there. In fact, they could play each other. Wouldn't that be fun? Tied for third place, we've got Psychologist. I like that. A little play on words. Psychologist, 52 points with Houston as a champion. And Dolan, also 52 points with Houston as a champion. Fifth place, we've got another tie here with Kara Wins 2025. Obviously, she's calling her shot. I love it. 51 points with Auburn as a champion. She really might win, honestly, with Auburn as a champion. Well done, Kara. Tied with her, L. Smith, 51 points with the Gators, and Stamo 25, 51 points, also with Auburn.
Oh, also with Auburn. Kara and Stamo.
Look out, Kara. There's a 3-way tie. Actually, it's a much bigger tie for 8th place, but we're going to list
much bigger.
It's like 40 people. Whatever. We're going to list out the top 3 here so we can round out a nice top 10. D-Chen, 22, 50 points, and the Dukies. Boo. Houston, we have a problem. 50 points with Houston. And Michigan Gal was like, started to say Michelangelo for some reason. Michigan Gal, 50 points. You got to roll that tape back and see me completely cross-eyed going, why can't I read right now? Michigan Gal's got 50 points in Alabama. These 3 folks, of the people tied for 8th place, have the most points possible remaining. So that's why they're on here in the top 10. And that'll do it. And I'm done talking for a while.
That's like one of those cartoons where it takes go inside your brain. It's just an explosion and just frozen.
Inside my brain is just like a guy at the steering wheel and he's just like asleep. You know, I'm just like, I'm looking for you, buddy.
Oh, crap. All right. Top 10. Spectacular effort to get there in the first rendition. So well done. Take a picture, frame it on your wall, do whatever it takes because that is a great accomplishment. All right, so now it is time to hand out some hardware. So, Kimber, give me a superhero big in stature.
Big in stature, the Hulk.
Yeah, would you say he's the biggest?
One of them, yeah. When he gets all hulked out, yeah.
And what's his demeanor?
He's angry. He smashes things.
Synonym.
Mad, upset.
Upset. That's right. This badge is going out to the biggest upset, picking the correct ones this tournament. That courtesy of our man, the Hulk, because he is the biggest, and he is always upset. You get it?
Love
Put
it.
all together.
Puns.
So, as we said, there weren't too many upsets in the first couple rounds, but there were two occasions where a 12 beat a 5, and this badge is going out to those people who correctly chose those. So, excuse me as I warm up the pipes. Picking Colorado State over Memphis, we had AMM Picks or AM Picks, Anna P, B.C. Horncastle, Burt Macklin, Chrissy L, Cal Spackle, D. Hoogstein, Dolan, Dr. Sin, Ecium, Eul, Freddie, Set, Go! Houston, we have a problem. ISU 2004. It could happen. It's madness. J. Williams, or excuse me, J_Williams, Jared Smitty, Jeff L, Jen H, Jess Eds 23, Josh Olson, KT, L Smith, Megan_Search, M Fornal, More Joke, M Patrick, Pick and Roll, Sarah Hop McCracken, Sean B, Shauna, Sheila Hobbs, Ty, Winner Jam, Winner I Am.
Winner I Am.
And winner, Chicken Dinner. Caught it. Those all have the Rams over the Memphis Tigers.
Reading is hard. Okay, guys, reading is hard.
Reading it. Thank you. I feel your pain now. My bad. And then also the 12 over the 5, McNeese State over Clemson. Got to give it up to BC Horncastle, D-Woo, Dolan, and
Fuego DP.
Oh, see? It's just Michelangelo. And Fuego DP, John D, M Patrick, Pick and Roll, and Shauna. So you got to give it up to Shauna, Pick and Roll, M Patrick, John D, Dolan, and BC Horncastle because they picked both 12 seeds to win. Well done. Hulking it out, smashing it up.
Smash.
I like to think it's B. Chorncastle. Which makes no sense, but whatever.
I like it too.
There weren't that many upsets, and so in a season when there aren't as many as normal, the people who went ham on the upsets are gonna get a little bit of a bad choice. Upsets were a bad choice. You drank the milk; it's burning hot outside. You're Ron Burgundy. Upsets were a bad choice. So this one is going out to Megan_Search. She's in the corporate office in Brentwood. She picked every single SEC team except for Vanderbilt. It's like throwing shade at Vandy. It's a local team. I mean, come on, you're in Nashville. And had Michigan State gone in the first round, had them losing to Bryant. I'm like, what is going on here? Georgia's a champion. This is what you can't do this, Megan. Your heart over your head, okay? We do condone picking based on mascots, colors, geography, whatever. But when it's all about your heart, I just got to tell you from experience, and maybe it's because I'm a Wake Forest fan and we never win anything.
Wow.
Rarely works. Sorry. This just got really sad. But too many upsets. Upsets were a bad choice. Sorry about your luck.
It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice.
Megan_, you do you. Go with that heart. As Wake Forest fans, we feel your pain. All right. So we talked about Hulk saving the day. On the flip side, there are some terrible villains out there, and we all know Thanos with the Infinity Stones. If he snaps his finger, half of the population is gone. So this time when he snapped that gauntlet, half of these people's Final Four teams disappeared, which means these people are getting our Oh Snap badge. So unfortunately for these I'm about to list, you lost half of your Final Four teams. LMS, you had Kansas and Georgia, gone. Cal Spackle, Creighton and UConn, turned to dust. Jen H, St. John's and Wisconsin, see ya. Dr. Sin, also St. John's and Wisconsin, interesting double pick, both gone. Anna P, St. John's and St. Mary's, just going with the Saints, not a great day. They did not come marching in. I'm so clever. Megan_Search, you lost Mississippi State and Georgia, as we said. SEC, wow, no Vandy. Shauna, St. John's and Gonzaga. Audrey, UNC and Kansas. And Gracie.Navikas, UNC and Oklahoma. Gone. Oh, snap. They gone. Two of them.
Steady, Quill.
Two of them gone, just like that. I was going to leave you on the island there, leave you all alone, struggling.
Yeah, you did.
Struggling.
And you did. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know that Catholic bracket. I would like to take another look at that one as well. All right, some of you had an even greater misfortune. You lost your champion in the first weekend, and I know we're laughing over here, but it's actually pretty freaking funny. You're tired of hearing Rockin' Robin over and over again. It's a ringtone. It's up in the ceiling. What is happening? Andy Bernard punching a hole in the wall. Please don't do that, especially the corporate office.
It's not funny. In fact, it's pretty freaking unfunny.
We don't want anybody to get injured, although you guys do have a lot of doctors on staff. Anyway, these folks lost their champion in the first weekend, and that's always a bummer. So what we're doing now is we're rooting for chaos. We're Team Chaos, okay? So it's Grace Navickas, Grace.Navickas with UNC, Cheyenne with Wisconsin. We have Audrey with UNC, Megan_Search with Georgia, Dr. Sim with Wisconsin, Wendy, Texas A&M, Anna P with St. John's in the Catholic bracket, M. Patrick with St. John's, Sammy Buckets with UConn, K. Kotz 83 with Wisconsin, Winner Chicken Dinner with Kansas. That's your former champion Martin Ott, by the way, and he picked Kansas and he's out immediately. So just like that, the tides can turn. It's a fickle beast. T-Land with St. John's, Riley Cunningham with St. John's, and Ewell with Texas A&M. Probably EWL, but I like Ewell. Ew. Texas A&M. Ew.
Sorry for your losses, guys. But
pretty freaking unfunny.
Still a chance? Question mark. All right. First 2 rounds are in the books. Madness has unfolded. Now we're rooting for some chaos as the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 are up next. A lot of action, a lot of movement can happen on this leaderboard. As we saw, there was a 40-person tie for 8th. So anything can happen. We can't wait to see what's coming up next. So until the next time, the Pool Boys are